Convicted child abuser Ruby Franke's eldest son, Chad Franke, has been posting his life on Snapchat for the last few months, and it looks like he's doing really well. Chad shared this sweet photo with his girlfriend Cam last month saying, "Best summer of my life so far." Chad and Cam spend a lot of time together, and it looks like they're doing really well. They had watched Inside Out 2 a few weeks back, and he posted this. "This movie almost made me cry like 5 times. I've been through every single emotion this last year. I don't know how this movie portrayed it so well. Every time in the movie something that happened to me came up, Cam would recognize it and snuggle my arm." He's also shared, "Can't believe it's almost been a year since my mom's been arrested. Ruby Franke, of course, was arrested at the end of last August for what she did to his 2 younger children." He also hasn't lost his good sense of humor. Someone had commented revenge as a response to one of his questions, and he answered with, "On who? Jody? Just give her some veggies. That would be torture for her." Someone then followed up asking, "What did Jody's diet consist of?" Genuine question. I feel like it's been like Coke and chips. And he wrote M&Ms and Dr. Pepper. This ended up with a bunch of questions being asked about Jody. One of them asked, "Did you leave the house before your mom met Jody?" And he clarified, "Nope, I'm the reason my mom met Jody." Someone else checked in and said, "How do you feel when people bring up your mom?" And his response was, "It's a wild story, so I don't care when people bring it up. I'm happy to talk about it." It does look like he may be reminiscing a bit now that it's almost been 1 year. He shared this saying, "Just spent 2 hours going through messages between Jody, mom, and others from 1 to 2 years ago. I won't share them yet, but geez, I've changed." Another question was this: "Is your mom allowed to write all of you?" Genuine question. You don't have to answer if you don't want to. And he said, "Yeah, I've gotten a couple of letters." And a follow-up question was, "Do you respond to your mom's letters?" And he said no. Now this one was a little bit interesting. "Do you read the 8 Passengers Reddit snark page?" And he said, "Yeah, it's weird." And someone else sharing some humor saying, "Would you want to hug your mom or drink a latte?" And he wrote, "Hilarious question, latte for sure." This was another really interesting question. A lot of people have asked the first part of this. Do you feel like there's any similarities between your mom's case and Lori Daybell's? But they also added, would you ever talk with her son? As you know, in the Netflix show about Lori Daybell, her son did a lot of the talking in that. And Chad responded and said, "I've been trying to find him and reach out. I don't think he has Insta." Again, more with the mom humor. Someone said, "Will your mom get mad if you put too many miles on her car?" And he responded with, "She's not using it anytime soon." If you're not familiar, Chad's been driving Ruby Franke's vehicle. Someone asked, "What advice would you give your past self?" And his response was, "I truly wish I rebelled against my parents and played high school sports. It really hurts knowing I had to give that up." Apparently, his family viewed sports in high school as being distorted. Why'd you get suspended from school? I honestly just bullied my teachers. Someone else wanted to know, "Are you sad that your mom probably won't be there for you and Cam's wedding?" And he replied, "Thought about this a lot. Yeah, invitations will be weird." I thought this one was a great question. Someone asked, "Where were you that year when no one really knew?" And he said, "Living in Provo." As you know, Chad Franke was MIA basically when all of that went down with his mom and Jody. He's just recently started coming back onto social media. I love that he's been doing well this summer, and I hope it does continue. I know it's going to be a hard month for Chad. Someone else asked, "How are you feeling with the date of your mother getting arrested last year coming up?" And he replied, "It feels way longer than a year."